I'm Alan Weiss, and this is The Writing on the Wall. Welcome to episode 102 of The Writing on the Wall. What I'm holding in my hand is pyrite. Pyrite is often called fool's gold because people mistook it for real gold, but it's worthless. It's a worthless kind of a rock, pyrite. Fool's gold is the language of lies in our context. Lies you tell yourself. Lies you tell yourself include things like this, and especially when I ask people about their background, if I'm going to coach them, I say, how much did you make last year? And they say, well, I can't recall. Most people know exactly what they made last year. Or people will say, I'm doing fine. How are you? I'm doing fine. Even though they're miserable, and so they can't get any help because they have to say, I'm doing fine. Some people say that I've mentored them. I've never met them. I have a formal mentoring program. You invest in it. No. But they read a book. And they read a book years ago, and they say, well, I'm their mentor. Other people will say, I'm doing it tomorrow. Don't worry, I'll get to it tomorrow. Procrastination. These are lies. They're pyrite. They're not real gold. Those are lies you tell yourself. Then there are lies you tell others. You tell others that, listen, this isn't so bad. Here's how we can deal with this. So you tend to sugarcoat bad news. You refuse to tell clients when they're wrong. You refuse to push back. You refuse to say, that won't work. That's a terrible idea. You shouldn't get involved with this. We don't report incompetence, we find. You know, as consultants, we see things outside of our purview that affect the client's condition. And we ought to tell the client what we see, not if it's a matter of taste, the wall should be a different color, but if it's a matter of fact and principle and important. People are stealing computers. We tend to make things better than they are for the client. We don't want to jeopardize our position. And by the way, we tend to do this with colleagues and friends and even family as well. And so we tell lies to others because we think we're helping them. But the fact is, we do more harm to others lying to them than we would do if we told them the truth. So the problem becomes you believe your own lies. If you lie long enough, you believe your own lies. And this is why we see the phenomenon of people being caught years and years and years later. They're the dean of a university, they're a distinguished professor, they're the COO of a corporation, and somebody finds out they never did get that MBA. Somebody finds out they were never on the football team, let alone the star quarterback. But they've told themselves these lies so long, they actually believe them, so they never take them off. They never expunge them from their own history. Another problem is that others lose faith and they get tired of trying to help. The more you lie and procrastinate, the more you are going to erode away and lose anyone who is attempting to give you help to improve your condition and to get you to a better place. And the third is you lose ground because of the wasted energy. It takes energy to lie. It's tough to lie in that you have to remember more. Honesty doesn't require you remember anything. When you're telling your own personal story in a speech, it's easy to remember it happened to you. When you're copying someone else's story, aka stealing it, it's harder to remember because it didn't happen to you. Dogs aren't fooled by fake bones. They put no stock in promises. Dogs want to see the meat. And they know what's gold and what's only pyrite.